Imagine a battlefield where an enemy's radar suddenly goes blank. A missile launches, but forgets its target. A drone takes flight, then loses control mid-air, with no visible attack in sight. This isn't science fiction. This is Israel's Scorpius. Without firing a single shot, it cripples the entire machinery of war. A pilot flies his jet, a missile races toward him, and within seconds, through nothing but invisible signals, that missile veers off course and misses completely. This is the silent terror of electronic warfare, one that has unsettled even the world's largest militaries. Today, we'll break down exactly how Scorpius works and why it's the system enemies fear most. Friends, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into a weapon that has reshaped modern warfare. Israel's Scorpius. Built by Elbit Systems, this electronic warfare technology blinds radars, deceives missiles, and knocks drones out of control, all without a single physical strike. Scorpius strips the enemy of their vision before they even know they've lost it. Mounted on fighter jets, naval ships, and ground units, it creates an invisible shield that protects against radar tracking and guided weapons alike. In this video, we'll break down 10 critical angles, how it actually functions, the threats it neutralizes, and why even the most powerful militaries take this system seriously. Let's get started. Scorpius wasn't born overnight. It's the product of decades of research. Elbit Systems, one of Israel's largest defense companies, designed it so a smaller nation could still stand toe-to-toe against far larger forces. The goal was simple: confuse the enemy's technology so thoroughly that their weapons become useless. It's not just an offensive tool. It's a defensive shield protecting jets, ships, and soldiers alike. Its design is modular, meaning it can be fitted onto almost any platform depending on need. Fighter aircraft, naval vessels, or ground-based defense units, each version tailored to its environment. Many assume war is only about bullets and bombs, but the real battlefield today runs on signals. Electronic warfare means disrupting or deceiving an enemy's sensors, radar, and communications. Scorpius is a master of this domain. It transmits false signals that paint a distorted picture on enemy radar screens, an empty sky where a jet flies, or a tiny dot where a warship sails. The result? The enemy can no longer locate their own target. This tactic is called deception, and it has become a way to win battles before a single shot is ever fired. Nearly every modern weapon depends on radar, missiles, fighter jets, all of it. Scorpius intercepts these radar signals and floods them with noise, turning a clear screen into meaningless static. This is jamming. But Scorpius goes further. It can feed radar entirely false coordinates, a technique called spoofing. The operator believes the jet is somewhere it isn't, while the real aircraft sits miles away undetected. This combination of jamming and spoofing makes Scorpius devastating, rendering traditional radar systems essentially powerless against it. The most chilling part is that Scorpius can mislead a missile already in flight. Guided missiles rely on a seeker that locks onto radar or infrared signals. Scorpius feeds that seeker false data, confusing it until the missile drifts off its path or falls far short of its target. This is known as a soft kill method. The missile isn't destroyed, its judgment simply fails. It's faster and cheaper than physical interception, since no ammunition is spent, just a battle fought entirely through electronic signals. Drones have become a major threat in modern conflict simply because they're cheap and accessible. Certain versions within the Scorpius family are built specifically to counter them. They disrupt a drone's control link and GPS connection, forcing it to lose command or drop into a forced landing mode. This is called counter-UAS defense. Its real advantage is catching small, low radar signature drones that traditional systems often miss entirely. This capability is especially valuable for border security and naval vessels, where drone strikes remain a constant concern. What makes Scorpius truly stand out is its flexibility. It isn't limited to fighter jets. Naval ships and ground units rely on it too. Each platform gets a slightly different configuration, though the core technology stays consistent. On aircraft, it's fitted as compact pods attached to the wing or fuselage. On ships, it takes the form of large antenna arrays capable of transmitting over long distances. On the ground, mobile units provide coverage for forward operating bases. This versatility turns Scorpius into a complete, interconnected defense ecosystem rather than a single isolated tool. No defense technology earns trust until it's proven under real conditions. Israel has repeatedly tested its electronic warfare systems during regional tensions and conflicts, facing actual drone and missile threats. This hands-on exposure helps Elbit continuously refine the technology. Every time an adversary develops a new tactic, Scorpius receives a software update designed to counter it. It's a constant cycle. A threat emerges, the system learns from it, and the next response comes back sharper and faster than before. It would be a mistake to assume one side always stays ahead. Iran and other nations are rapidly advancing their own electronic warfare capabilities, fueling an ongoing arms race. Every new jamming system triggers a new counter-jamming response. It's a silent contest, no visible battlefield, yet the consequences are enormous. Israel's strategy has always been to stay one step ahead of its adversaries, ensuring their advantage holds when real confrontation comes. That's exactly why continued investment in systems like Scorpius never slows down. Israel's population and military size are far smaller than many of the world's major powers. That's precisely why they need weapons that compensate for limited numbers with superior technology. Scorpius is the embodiment of that philosophy, a system that wins through intelligence and speed rather than sheer scale. When a single jet renders itself effectively invisible through Scorpius, it eliminates the need for 10 or 20 additional defensive aircraft. This approach forms the backbone of Israel's broader military doctrine, where every soldier and every aircraft is engineered to operate at maximum efficiency. Technology never stands still, and Scorpius is no exception. Newer versions are integrating artificial intelligence, allowing the system to identify emerging threats and adjust its response automatically. That means decisions no longer wait on human input. The system can react within seconds on its own. In the coming years, these systems are being engineered to counter even more advanced threats like hypersonic missiles and drone swarms. It's clear proof that today's battlefield isn't defined by weapons alone anymore. It's defined by signals, software, and who controls them first.